Sacred 2, leveling from 40 to 60. For this I'll be visiting two areas. The first is the swamp and the second is the jungle. In the swamp I'll be in the very bottom southeastern corner. So it's just straight to that arch, then head either east or south, probably east, and round in a kind of circle like that. I'll be up against spiders and werewolves mostly. There are also turtles down there. As you go more sort of south, there are some Olm which will root you, so I tend to stay away from this little bit, and I prefer it over here a bit more. So when I've done that, I will travel via this arch to the jungle and then go almost immediately straight east, and there's a little area down here. Both areas are jam-packed of mobs. There's a lot. It's very busy areas. You will need a lot of poison protection for this. If you haven't got a lot of poison protection, I think the desert is probably a little bit better for you. But to be honest with you, at this stage in the game, you're going to need poison protection anyway. So you could even grind away in the Orklands for a while until you get some decent relics. My relics are 66, 70 and 57, which is good enough. If you've never been to the swamp, the only way you're going to get there is from multiplayer, or in single player you're going to have to go through the main quest and get that far. If you cannot get there, just go straight to the jungle region. But remember, if you are single player, you can still start a multiplayer game, go into perhaps free play and teleport into the middle of the swamp. I'll show you how to do that now. You see the blacksmith on the multiplayer island. Go to the blacksmith, and then there's a signpost that says cave, and run into the cave. And the cave has several exits. This one, I think it is this one is the swamp. So you just need to run over here and use the portal. And the portal will bring you in there, right at the sort of middle top. So just head south to Isiltar, and then over in this direction. There is another one that will take you to the desert if you want it. It's easy to spot. You sort of run to the door, it looks like a desert. That'll bring you up there, and you can head east and down to the jungle. Or there is a jungle portal which brings you up around about here. I'll show you the jungle one because it's a little bit unusual. It's unusual in that there are two portals in here. The first one will take you to, what's it called? Dry Lay, which is the kind of druid island area. I don't go there to level up. I know a lot of people do. The second one will take you into the jungle, and that sort of, as I said, is round about here. When you get rooted, because you will get rooted by spiders and Olm over here in the swamp, you need to be able to escape. Ideally, it doesn't last very long, but I think it's better if you can. Now for the Seraphim, I've got this, which is a sailing somersault, which I can select, and then hold down the control key on the keyboard and right click, and it will do that. Otherwise it needs a target, so control click. The Shadow Warrior has something you can sort of jump and so on. So I think pretty much every character does have a skill which will teleport or jump away if you need it. Right, well I've already been there before, so I'm going to head across to this archway in the swamp and begin. Okay, as much as fun as it is for me, I'm sure it's really boring to watch. I just wanted to show you a good bit of how it is leveling up. So I think I got a couple of levels in all of that. Of course, when I finish down here, just so you can see where I am, right down here. Yes, Epic Office Quest, if you know it. So there's a lot of space. It's all quite squashed in, actually, thinking of it down here. So the mobs are easy to find and easy to kill too. But that's pretty much all. Now, of course, when you get back to up to level 60, you're off to gold. And you can go back to the video which says level 0 or 1 to 20. And you just start repeating that and go through the whole process again. Or you can come straight here if you think you're up for it. Give it a try. So, level 60, much more fun. Until then, goodbye.